It's Monday. It's raining. It's 9:45 in the morning on this, the 22nd day of the year 2024. Steve is sitting at the window obsessing over a bird or a butterfly or something. I'm drinking soda. And it's time to sing the song. It's Monday, which means it's time for tabletop role-playing game freebies, sales, and charity. Bundles! And thank you again, as always, to our friends over at ENWorld and Morris for providing these links for me. Yes, let's go. And as always, of course, reminder number one. These are digital products. They are PDF or POD. So unless I specifically say otherwise, you will not be receiving any physical product for these various bundles. So please do not get upset at me if your printer does not print out the dice because I never told you it would. Two, because we are dealing with digital media, please remember to check all these for viruses, malware, and all such other things that are out there, and cyber theft and phishing and all these other things. Yep, that still can happen. Number three, in regards to the charities, if there's a charity you want to donate to, but you don't really want the bundle, like say the crowdfunding for our good friend Janelle, maybe just go directly to the charity and bypass the bundle. Okay, got it? All right. No real theme this week, but let's see. Sometimes they sneak in the theme. All right, first our freebies from Drive-Thru. Modifius has released Mission Briefs Kitamor Accords, Khitomer Accords, for their 2D20 Star Trek adventure system. Based around the Next Generation era, it features a Klingon and stuff like that. And can the Klingons and the Federation be friends? Blah, blah, blah. Green Ronin has released a Valiant Adventure RPG Quickstart using the Mutants and Masterminds system for their take on the Valiant Comics universe. I know you're probably not familiar with the Valiant Comics universe because most people aren't. If you've ever saw the Vin Diesel movie Bloodspot, that was based upon a character from Valiant. This is the second attempt to make a Valiant universe role-playing game. I guess they couldn't get DC. Speaking of Valiant, Kobold Press has a preview of their upcoming Tales of the Valiant Game Master's Guide, including some of the pages and pictures and something called the Homebrewer's Toolbox. Pages of them giving you advice of how to homebrew and create your own world. I'm going to do that for you for free, okay? There we go. Homebrewer's Toolbox. If you don't like a rule, change it. Okay, that's number one. Number two, test the change before you implement it. That's a big one. That's one we don't go over enough, you know? So yeah, three, if the change rule works and everybody agrees upon it, bam, congratulations, you've homebrewed it. There you go. Three Wild Embers has released a 171-page core rules for their strong RPG. Yet another OSR, OGL, limitation classes type of thing. You know, I got to recheck the list, but I think we're still up to like somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 of these OGL, OSR retro clones. So, also in Drive-Thru from Math Finder, we have something called automatic spell progression. So basically it works out, it looks like it's a spreadsheet that works out all the bonuses and stuff that might happen if you're casting a spell through a wand or using a scroll or using things. So yeah, it's an automatic spell progression, something that you enter the thing in and it does all the math for you. So it tells you when you're casting the spell, what bonuses and minuses and stuff might be applied for, like, say, a magic item. Because let's face it, do any of us really understand metamagic even after all these years? So that could be cool. We have a Cyborg pro wrestling adventure. It's called Welcome to the Rumble. So if you've ever wanted to do some professional wrestling with cyborgs in the world of Cyborg, the cybernetic offshoot of Morkborg. For free, you can now have pro wrestling rules, because who doesn't want pro wrestling in their game? Every game should have pro wrestling in it, right? Where's Wretched Pro Wrestling, Miguel? LPJ Design has released Bureaucracy of Red Tape for the Everyday Hero system. It's a D20 modern system if you're not familiar with Everyday Heroes. Just basically, it's rules to make things more annoying for your characters in these secret organizations by adding bureaucracy. The fun of paperwork, forms, permits, government, withdrawal forms. This needs to be filled out in triplicate with a number 5 pixel. All those things. This guy has taken the bureaucracy of everyday life and turned it into an edition for Everyday Heroes, which is funny, but why would you want to add that to your game? I mean, I guess because it is funny. From Roberto Fernandez Requeira, Requeira. Roberto has bringed us a role-playing game system, both in English and Spanish, where you take on the role of Sherlock Holmes' followers after Mr. Holmes supposedly died at Reichenbach Falls. London has still got crimes, so somebody must take up the mantle, and Roberto has given us a little system where you can do that. Aaron Smith over at DM's Guild has given us an adventure called Mistaken Identity and a Banquet. It's a low-level adventure for 5e where there's a banquet and there's somebody who's mistaken for somebody else and some shenanigans happen, and it might involve a floating city. In regards to the meme about the Forgotten Realms and the Sword Coast, the fact that in the last couple of years, the rest of the Sword Coast the rest of the Forgotten Realms has kind of vanished from D&D. We have this meme called Remember Realms, which is people trying to bring attention to the fact that there is more to the Forgotten Realms than just the Sword Coast. Helen and Andrew Dustin have released the first of these. It's called A Gazetteer for Lurien, which details the area of the halfling-centric areas of Lurien and the Dale Lands. I always like the Dale Lands. Let's see. Josiah Baker has released a list of insults that you can use for when you're having your bard use cutting words, or you just want to insult somebody and you can't come up with a your mama joke. So this person has written a bunch of them down for you. Lightning round on DM's Guild this week. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maps and other DM aids, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new subclasses and backgrounds, and some new VTT stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 new VTT tokens that you could use in your VTT of choice, or at least the ones that will accept. Doesn't say which ones, but just says that this person has released some free VTT tokens as part of the full army bundle. It's available for free DM's Guild, but it doesn't say which VTT. I'm going to assume it's Roll20. That does seem to be the default. Sales. Okay, we've got a Pathfinder 2nd Edition sale. For those of you who want to jump in on the Pathfinder 2nd Edition madness, this is a bundle for Roll20. Helps you with building characters and understanding the basics of Pathfinder 2nd Edition Remastered Core Volume 2.2. And it is $50. $50 to get this bundle to have Pathfinder Remastered 2 run on Roll20. Remember to check it for viruses and malware and all that other nonsense. Moving on, we have from Grim Press something called The Haunted. It's 50 fantasy maps with gothic horror theme in various DPI, both version and non-version, to use your virtual tabletop of choice or print out and bring to the gaming table. $20 for things you can get for free online. $20. Nathan Russell has decided to celebrate his birthday by putting together a bundle of everything he's ever made, including Neon City Overdrive, Scoundrels, Gunframe, Dungeon Blitz, and more. $24 gets you everything Nathan Brindle has ever made Nathan Russell has ever made for role-playing for $24. Who's Nathan Rundle? Nathan Russell? I don't know, but apparently he's somebody. Let's check the link. He might be somebody big, and I have no idea. He apparently has made a bunch of independent stuff. Okay, well, congratulations. Happy birthday, Nathan, and thank you for sharing your birthday with us. Moving on to the charity bundles. Legendary Games. As we know, our good friend Janelle Jaquez has passed away after a long struggle with Guillain-Barré syndrome. A GoFundMe was set up during her recovery, but is still active to raise money for the medical costs, funeral costs, and stuff like that. So if you want to support Janelle and her family, check out this bundle. There's a game jam being sponsored by Itch.io. The goal is to create a mega dungeon with each contributor designing a single page map of a level and a single page key for the level to be combined into a huge mega dungeon, all to honor the queen of the mega dungeon, Janelle Jaquez. They're accepting submissions on Itch.io. We know how much we love Itch.io. But in this case, I'll give them a nod because, hey, who doesn't want to see a random mega dungeon made by people who love Janelle and her work? Solo but not alone. Bundle number 4 is available with over 100 different solo RPGs, from traditional fantasy to superheroes to Pokemon, Blade Runner, and more. And also spreadsheets to help you how to keep track of these bundles. This costs $10. It goes to help mental health charities, and it runs through March 9th. Black Scroll Games has released a bundle of map tiles featuring maps from Hungarian artist Antal Kinger, Keninger, both PDF, JPG, PNG, and VTT format. Maps ranging all the way up to 5.5 gigabytes. So, plus 7 gigabytes of just, so it's 5 gigabytes of fantasy maps, 7 gigabytes of just random city maps, $8 for this 11 gigabyte download. Definitely check that one for viruses. And this goes to support the Diana Jones Award of Emerging Designer Program. Ha ha, you lost your award in the mail. Pelican Press is still pushing their Dying Earth bundle. This is not the Dying Earth that's being done by Dungeon Crawl Classics Goodman Games. This is their own take on the Jack Vance Dying Earth series. It's everything they've made for the Dying Earth series so far. It's $20, and it goes to support cancer research. Monkey Blood is continuing their Midlands bundle. It has been extended to January 25th, and this is everything that Monkey Blood and Glenn Seal have created for the Midlands fantasy setting, not to be mistaken for the Wildlands setting. This is the Midlands setting. Somebody told me recently this was actually a good setting, so check it out. We have the Terry Pratchett Discworld digital book bundle on Humble Bumble. This comes to us from HarperCollins. It's 38 of the Discworld novels by Terry Pratchett. $18 is the most popular pledge. It goes to support literacy charities, and it runs through February 1st. These are digital books, not physical books, so if you're going to download them, check them for viruses. And finally, we have the Call of Cthulhu bundle from our friends over at Chaosium. This includes pretty much everything that's been written for the most current version of Call of Cthulhu. 15 more books included. $25 is the most popular pledge. It goes to support the World Wildlife Fund, and that ends on January 27th. Basic role-playing / Call of Cthulhu, of course, being my desert island role-playing system, and considered by many to be the best role-playing system ever made. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know a lot of people think it is. Anyways, that's all the bundles. I don't really see a theme other than VTTs and digital. You think they start doing Valentine's Day themes, but maybe that's next week. If any of those sound like something you want to check out, head on over to the links down below or go over to ENWorld and use their master links to get to the individual ones, and let me know which ones you got and what you thought of them. Oh, Dice Tale says he missed the singing, which means we have to sing again. Thank you for listening to me tell you about this stuff. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. If you appreciate it, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later.